Finish it up. Say hi. Oh. Finish it up. Almost done. So we kind of started on a rough morning. She just woke up screaming this morning. So Ryan is trying to handle her in a nice way. So we'll get our day started right. You ready for mommy to wash your hands? Come here. Let's go wash your hands. Come on. Go wash your hands. Don't whine, honey. You're a big girl. You're a big girl. Nobody wants to hear whining, okay? Your gummy. So every morning she eats her breakfast, and usually she does it by herself. We have not done her hair yet, but excuse you. Ooh. So these are the little gummies that I give her. You just give them one. It's little critters, and they're basically like little gummy bears. You just have to make sure you put these up so they don't reach and eat them, thinking that they're candy. But she knows she only gets one, so she looks forward to it. All done? All done. And we also got her the Samper necklace. It seems to be helping. I'm not sure, but you want a pancake? You want a little bit of pancake? You want Mama's pancake? You want some Mama's pancake? Huh? Look at all this hair. Gotta put it in the ponytail. So it's not in your face, huh? What's wrong, honey? Why are you misbehaving this morning, hmm? Why? Hmm? Hmm? Achoo! Achoo! Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. We are up and early. I don't know what my hair's doing again. I straightened it out yesterday, but of course I had to get up several times at night to feed, so that's my hair life. So Mila's up here. I found these really cute little crayons. They're supposed to be like for the finger, so you can draw. So she's having artwork. I'm trying to find her little activities to do, so she's not, hush Mila, so she's not all into like sitting there and wanting to play a show. And then this pad was also from Target, like one of those sections where everything's $1, except everything's not $1. But it's still a good price. It's a pretty big pad. I think it was $5, and these crayons were $3 in a pack, and has different kind of colors. So she's saying flowers. Every time I draw her flower, she goes, flowers? Say flowers? Flowers, honey? Okay. But I gotta hurry up and pump before he wakes up. I try to work ahead of schedule because when Brian's not here to help me, like on the weekend, Mila, hush. Then it's a little bit harder for me to, you know, I have to manage my time a little bit differently. So I try to work ahead so that if he ends up being upset or wants to be held, I still already had milk pumped before his feeding. Of course, I can't do it too early. the trick with pumping, with exclusively pumping. So I gotta hurry up and wipe these down. I just came back from outside, just took a little walk. I am making lunch, and it's just basically sort of like hash browns, my version of hash browns, I guess. Because usually this is closer to Mila's nap, but I wanted to show you guys. This is my supply right here. I gotta organize all this. Of course, it's all dated and stuff, but I've been just kind of putting them in these pouches and just throwing them in this thing, but I have to organize it so it's more organized by the date. But yeah. And this is actually not extra pumping. This is just me pumping for him, and basically whatever I feed him, whatever he should be eating, and then the rest I actually store up. And so yeah, with your second baby you definitely get more milk production. I feel like you're not as stressed. I remember with Mila, coffee affected me a lot, so I could only have like 1 cup of coffee, and that was later on, maybe like 3 or 6 months into me feeding her. With him, it doesn't really matter, but I could tell that if I drink too much coffee, then I don't really eat as much. So I feel like the milk that he drinks, he gets frustrated because he gets hungrier quicker, because it's technically, I didn't really eat much of the food, you know what I mean? So I have to be careful with that, not to drink too many caffeinated drinks. But yeah, making lunch, and then once I feed Mila, I'll put her in bed. But I actually bought her some light blocking curtains. They're not legitimately light blocking, because the light blocking are actually pretty expensive. They're at least $25 a piece, like the cute ones that they have at Target. So I didn't want to spend $50. So I found these. If you guys are looking for some, that's why it looks so dark in her room. They're actually more like these velvet ones. This is by Vince Camuto or Camuto, whatever, and it has like a thick lining underneath. But they're the same kind of quality that I have in the living room. So what I did was I kept the blinds closed all the way, and I rolled these out because the sun kind of shines through the day in her room, and it gets really hot and muggy. But now it's been cool, so I'm excited that she is actually going to have a cool room to sleep in as far as nap. And I bought these for Tobias. They were on sale, and see, these are thicker. These are legitimately light out, but it doesn't, the sun doesn't really shine in his room, and plus he has only one window. It's not as big as hers, so it's definitely cool in here, or cooler. And I found these curtains for $6 when they had them on clearance, and it matched the whole theme, so I went ahead and bought them. I wish they had those same ones for Mila's room, but even like thrift stores that I looked at, it was still a good $15 a panel. So, and then also I got these plants for the front. They had an outdoor sale, and I think it's still going on at Target. So I bought this planter for $12. It's like a ceramic one. And then this plant, I forgot what the name of it was, but it's really pretty, and I got it in the shady section of, I think it was Home Depot. It was only $13, so, and basically it just needs morning sun, so it's perfect for areas like your porch where, you know, it gets morning sun and maybe late evening sun, and then the sun goes down and really stays more in the shady area. You definitely have to water them, so I've been kind of on top of that. I gotta go check on my cucumbers because they're growing for sure, and I have not had a chance to go outside and check on them because I've been just trying to keep up with stuff here. And then yesterday I went to the chiropractor, and it just kind of, I didn't get home until like 8, and then of course I got home, I was like rushing to make dinner for Ryan, and then he was giving her a bath. I finished getting her situated in bed, and then, you know, I have to pump, I have to get him situated for bed. So it's just kind of, when you have kids, it's like one thing after another, and then by the time you look at the clock, it's like 4 hours later you get to sit down. So, but yeah, that's what I'm doing right now as far as lunchtime. and they're actually working outside on our yard today because the past heavy rain that we had, it drained our retaining wall down and messed up our grass. So I was kind of frustrated because I just put mulch over there, and I'm like, please come and fix this thing, because I don't like having a mess in my yard. And it's really hard for me to just sit there and stare at the mess, because I was waiting for them to come out and look at it, and I didn't know when they're going to do it, and they don't really communicate with me. They're good about fixing, but they don't, you know, text back or call and say, hey, we're going to come and look at your thing right now or a week later. So it's like, I've been trying not to look at my backyard because that bothers me. I'm not OCD, but I like to have things in order. And I don't like to have a mess for a long time. So they're putting more drains out there to fix it. So hopefully that will do the trick so that I don't have a bunch of water leaking out all the time. So yeah. But I'll show you guys my garden whenever I get to watering it and show you how my cucumbers are blooming. So something different we're doing today. Well, I had to schedule an appointment for my chiropractor because my back is really hurting. And I know partially it's because I'm recovering. Can you stop whining? So another thing that we're doing today is, well, I actually scheduled, I gotta put this down because this is bothering me. I scheduled an appointment for a chiropractor because my back has been really hurting, and partially I know it's a recovery from the pregnancy and the delivery and labor, but partially it's also now carrying Mila around and bending down and taking care of Tobias. And there are times when I have to like lay down on the floor to like stretch out my back because it's really hurting. So I scheduled an appointment so he can align it. So hopefully that will help a little bit. So I don't know if I'm gonna go by myself because it's all the way on the other side of town, or if Ryan's gonna go. I scheduled it after work, so we might decide to go together as a family, but I'll just probably go out, get this appointment over with and drive home. So we'll see, but I'll definitely take you guys along. I really do believe in chiropractors. You know, I think having a good structure, good posture, and alignment in your bones is really important, because you got a lot of muscle that's connected to it, so you definitely can have a bunch of aches and pains if you don't have it adjusted throughout your life. So yeah, that's what I think you should do pretty often, just because, you know, there's a lot of strain on your body going on, especially for females that are going through pregnancy and delivery and labor. It's a lot that your body experiences, so definitely go check out a chiropractor if you know, if you're, even if you're pregnant. A lot of chiropractors work on pregnant women, and it helps to kind of ease a lot of the pain. So look into it. The one I go to is, if you're local, his name is Dr. Fadina. He has over like 30 or 40 years of experience. Thank you. 30-40 years of experience, and he's phenomenal. So he actually works on pregnant women, and he actually gets called out of his office from time to time whenever a woman is not progressing with labor, or there's some issues with the baby. A lot of times he's actually able to align the back in such a way where the baby gets in position. So if you're looking for a good chiropractor, I would definitely recommend him. We've been going there since I was like 16, so I definitely trust the man. He does like sports medicine, but yeah, if you're interested in that, look into it. He's in Spartanburg. This is what mom life is all about. I am snacking on this because I'm still hungry. For those of you who know about breastfeeding, you are constantly hungry because you're feeding a little boy, little growing boy, and he's over 10 pounds now, and he's 5 weeks. And then I'm struggling to get this girl to go to bed. I don't know if she's hitting a growth spurt, and she's fighting her nap, but she's only taking one nap, usually about an hour, 2 hours. And for any of you mamas who have already potty trained their kid, and if your kid has been doing the same thing as Mila has, please let me know what you did to help the situation. As you guys know, that I've been putting her on the potty since she was 10 months old. Every time I put her on the potty, she pees in the potty, but we're having a hard time with the number 2. I keep telling her and explaining to her that that poo-poo and pee-pee goes in the potty every time she goes in her diaper, but it's usually like the same routine. I give her, you know, her afternoon bottle, which is usually about 4 ounces before her nap. And as soon as I give it to her, you know, I close the door and she drinks it, and supposedly she's supposed to go to bed. And then I hear her go, ew, and I knew that she probably pooped in her pants again. And that's every single day. Every single day, that's when she poops. So I'm not sure how I can change that. I mean, I put her on the potty before her nap, before she even has her bottle. So it's just so frustrating, because then she gets irritated when I clean her up. And I'm thinking to myself, like, if you went to the potty, like, we wouldn't have this mess and I wouldn't have to clean you up. So, but I guess that's the challenge of parenting. There's always new stages and new things that you got to learn and do. So I think when I first had Mila, I thought, man, this is really hard, you know, infancy and not knowing what to do, which, I mean, with your first one, it's always harder because you don't know what you're doing. So sometimes you can have a little bit of anxiety, and I think the baby feels that, and they can be a little bit more cranky, and, you know, you kind of learn as you go. But now that we have 2 children, it's like, wow, this right here is easy. And partially he's very calm, so it doesn't faze him when she's screaming or she's acting out. But toddler life, oh my goodness, it's a whole nother level. Oh, by the way, the snack that I'm eating is this is one of my favorites. This is from Target. Watch her, she's about to get up, and I have to use this microphone to tell her to get in bed. Get in bed. Don't get up. So as far as right now, the microphone thing is working. So we just try to stay on the monitor and tell her to lay down every time she gets up. And she probably thinks to herself, how do they see it? How do they see me getting out of the bed? But it works. It works every time. And then usually that keeps her, you know, in bed for a little bit so she's not playing with toys. And usually she'll go back to bed. Well, she's getting up again. Lay down. Mila, lay down. So, yeah, this snack, as I was saying, it's called Sunny Cranberry Trail Mix, and it's seeds, it's pumpkin seeds, it's regular seeds, it's raisins, cranberries, and roasted almonds. And I really, really love it. It has 4 grams of protein in a 1/4 of a cup. So it's a good snack to have, you know, if you're vegan like me and you don't want to stuff yourself with a bunch of carbs because you're hungry. So it's always kind of good to have this on the go. Plus it's a Ziploc, so you can close it up and take it with you, or, you know, so it doesn't spill. So I really like it. It's kind of expensive, but I mean, for trail mixes, it's not really expensive. It's like $6, and a lot of times it's on sale for like $5 or $4.50. So kind of worth it, because you're not going to eat like a whole bag, you know, you're going to eat a handful, and that usually kind of fills you in for a while. Lay down. So I am heading on my way towards the chiropractor, and I am by myself, just because I feel like it's going to take me forever to do everything that I need to do. But I have to go all the way down to Spartanburg, and we live in Simpsonville, so it's going to take me a good 30 to 40 minutes to get there. And then I have to run a few errands, but just got the kids situated. Mila just woke up, started eating. but I did a little bit of makeup, fixed my hair, because usually I wake up and my hair is a hot mess from the night because I have to wake up several times. And there are days when I get a little bit more sleep. There's days that I don't get much sleep at all, but for the most part it's usually about 4 to 6 hours. And I try to take a nap in the middle, but sometimes it doesn't work out. So last night I got about 4 maybe, 4 hours. So hopefully tonight I can get a little bit more. It honestly, you're in such a haze when you wake up with an infant that I just lay my head down after feeding, and I literally, he starts like squirming and getting up like he's ready to eat again, and I'm like, I just fed you, and I wake up and it's been already, you know, 2.5 to 3 hours. But in my head, because I just literally fell asleep, and my mind just thinks that it's not time yet. It's kind of the challenging thing with an infant, but everything else is really not that hard when it comes to an infant. And I think with your second one, it's definitely a lot easier than with your first one. I just feel like you know what you're doing, and you know what to look for in regards to the signs, whether he's hungry or whether he's has some gas, or whether his stomach hurts, or he just wants to be held. But you can tell, like, every day he's learning new things. Like last week he learned, you know, sometimes I'll try to give him a passy when he starts waking up so that I can kind of get myself woken up in the middle of the night before it's like, you know, I have to jump up to feed him. But lately he knows that when you give him a passy and he, like, you know, pushes it into his mouth really far and he realizes nothing comes out, he starts screaming right away. So I'm in even more of a haze, like waking up like, what just happened, you know, try to feed a kid. But it's all right, you know, it's seasonal, and he's already going on the 2nd month. He's going on 6 weeks. This Sunday he'll be 6 weeks. So time does pass by, and I feel like with your first one it doesn't feel like it, but with your second one it definitely does. I really feel like just focusing on trying to take care of a toddler and an infant, and then by the end of the day you're like, it's already like 7 o'clock and you feel like you just woke up. So it is pretty amazing life. So I'm here. I'm not going to take the camera inside because I don't want him to feel awkward that I'm recording. Plus Ryan's not here, so I don't want him to feel like trying to spy or something. But I'm sure he wouldn't mind, but I think it's kind of awkward. So I'm just going to run in there and get my appointment done, and then I got to go out and do some errands. So yeah, didn't want to take you guys inside. Oh, you guys, I'm telling you, if you guys are having back problems, or you just had a baby, or even if you're still pregnant, go to a chiropractor, and go to one that's actually really knowledgeable and has years of experience. I just love Dr. Fadina, honestly. Like, and this is not sponsored, I feel like I could breathe better, you know, just him adjusting my back, my neck, and you really can breathe better because it just adjusts your bones, and then also that adjusts your muscles, so you have more oxygen going to those places. So my sacrum was out, and I've been hurting, like even sitting down for like 20 minutes. I know partially it was probably from the labor and delivery and being pregnant and having that pressure of a baby for a long time, for like 9 months over there. So I know that was for sure, but he said it's also sitting improperly, and I told him that I usually do sit on my leg, and he said make sure that when you sit, both of your sacral bones, which is basically like your pelvic bones, are both on top of a cushion. And he said just maybe sit on some pillows for a while, but you know, it's And he only charges $30 even if you don't have insurance. I think with insurance there might be like a small copay, but even if you don't have insurance, it's $30 cash. It's just so worth it to get it aligned. And also, if you have lost weight, or if you have plateaued in your weight loss, sometimes they say that because you've carried so much weight for a long time that you know, your body needs to be adjusted so that it kind of pop into place and it can start losing weight again. And you know, skeletal structure actually has a lot to do with it. So a lot of times, from what I read, they said that once you adjust your back, you'll start losing weight again. But yeah, you guys, seriously, go and get your back adjusted, because it will help you so much. Like, my neck feels so much better, and I already could feel the difference in my back. And he is excellent on me, absolutely.
Well, hello everybody, this is Ryan, and we're wrapping up for the night. Say hi. Say hi. Are you ready to go night-night? Where's the baby? And so Victoria's giving the baby a bath. Mila has had her bath. Come on. Say baby.
Bye.
Mommy a kiss. Go night-night.
Go night-night. Go night-night.
Nope, no more.
All done. Go night-night.
Give the baby a kiss. Give the baby a kiss.
Give him a kiss.
Night-night. Night-night.
All right.
You can stand up. Give him a kiss. Give the baby a kiss. I got you. Come on.
Yes, very
So
sweet.
All right, go night-night. Come on.
Go night-night. Night-night. You good girl. So it is a bit darker now. I needed to put a setting on the camera so it'd be lighter, but my hands are kind of full, and Ryan's hands are kind of full, so I can't imagine what parents deal with having more than 2 children, especially this age, because it's a lot of hands-on. It's a lot of hands-on. What you doing, Dirty? You gonna smile? You gonna smile, Mama? Mommy giving you a bath. When you first put him in, he gets a little freaked out, but then he feels really relaxed, so he's enjoying it. For some reason, he's been whining. Not sure if he's having a little bellyache or he just wants some more extra milk, or what does he want? What do you want, darling? What is it that you want? Huh? He started smiling, so it's been super cute to see. I feel like I'm enjoying him as an infant more than I did with Mila. Not that I didn't enjoy Mila, but it's just, I think being a first-time parent, you don't know what you're doing, and it was more of like anxiety versus enjoying every step. So I feel like I'm enjoying this process a little bit more with him now that I know what's going on, and can read more of the mom signs. But just wanted to do this vlog for these past 2 days, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thank you for all of you who follow us all the time, and comment and like. I enjoy actually kind of doing this for myself, because I've been even seeing videos, you know, of like us in 2 years ago, and it's just been interesting to see the growth and how things have changed. So I enjoy doing them, and I hope you guys enjoy seeing them. So until next time, as always, create culture and be you, and we will see you guys next time in our next vlog, which is next week. Bye.